Well, I hauled my first big load here with the new trailer this morning. Decided to put the dozer on it, bring it down here, and it seems that everything has gone well. I'm happy with the way it pulls on there. It's pretty much about all you need to put on here, but should be a little easier to be able to scoot the Komatsu dozer around now. So still pretty wet, but I'm gonna unload the dozer and take it down there. I didn't want to try to drive through here. Figured I'd probably get stuck. And finish cleaning up all the trees today and getting that burnt. Everything is greased and ready to go, so I'm gonna take the 220, and there's some pretty tight areas down there around the front I got to clean up, so I'm just going to use it to load out the last few loads of brush, haul them up here. But first thing first, I'm gonna go over there and restack the fire, get that burning good, and then go down there and haul some more brush up here. But getting all of this stuff cleaned up and all this brush here, I got maybe 2 or 3 more loads. A lot of old fencing and stuff mixed in with it. It's all grown in. He actually came over here with this 160 and piled all this up. So I'm grabbing this and I've got to burn the metal out of it since it's all tangled in there. Got a little bit more over there, but I need to stack up the fire. So I'm going to dump this and then take the 350, stack that up, and there's a great big stump on the far side of the farm left in the burn pile. I'm gonna run down there and grab it, bring it back up here. I'm gonna take the excavator first in case I can just grab it with the excavator and not have to walk or drive the truck down there as well. So let's go see how that's gonna work out. So it looks like everything is burnt down well. We'll throw this fence over here to the side. Rake some of these ashes down. Okay, there's some stuff in there that hasn't burnt. Which I'm sure there is. Kind of open that up a little bit more. And I'm going to try to move the burn pile down just a little bit to kind of get it out of those ashes. That way I kind of have a separate pile burning. And if it comes down to it, I can start burying the ashes on this end over here if need be, while this side finishes burning down. Grab all these logs that haven't finished burning. Take some stumps out, drop them, knock a little dirt off, and you know the process. Pick through everything and get it back going. Rain just really made everything a little more difficult to burn for sure. Just really brought all the moisture back into all this stuff, even though it had dried out pretty good. It seemed like it soaked it back up a little bit more than it normally does. But I'll get it all sorted through and back to burning. Load out some of this big stuff. I forgot there was a great big pine tree top over here. Need to get this in the fire and burning here pretty soon, because this is all the brush that I have left to burn this great big log up with. Another big log. Yeah, I gotta get these things in the fire pretty soon to burn down. It's a lot of stuff. Big stuff. Let me go dump that and come back and get some more. So I just walked all the way across the farm to get this great big stump that didn't burn in the last pile earlier this year. And there's some more brush piles, but I think it's all small stuff and I'll just pile it up and burn it over there. But I knew it wouldn't have been enough stuff to get this big stump to burn, so add that to the pile here, along with all the stuff that I have picked up this morning. And get this stuff burning again. amazing at how much this stuff thing will grab. Just not as fast as the 220, but it makes up for it with what you can grab. Dripping off. I just greased this thing and I might have overdone it. I see blobs of grease dripping off the boom. I guess you know it's greased well then. I am very adamant about taking care of stuff. As much as this equipment costs, it's the cheapest thing you can do is maintain it. So I got maybe 3 or 4 more loads to haul up here with the off-road truck and 220 down there. Then I'm going to jump on the D6. I got a windroller brush over there that he cleared a few weeks ago. I'm going to push that over here. It's just going to be easy enough. It's all little stuff to push over here. Put in the burn pile. I got one big tree to take down beside the barn, and that should be everything. I got one more over there I need to grab. Go ahead and do that after I stack this up, and it's just a few random things after that along the tree line over there I need to grab. But other than that, that should be all of the clearing stuff. Pretty much going to take all day today. More than I thought there was left. It's just time consuming getting all this stuff cleaned up and having to haul it up here, which, you know, it's safe to haul it up here and not risk burning the house down. There was no good spot over there to burn, and I didn't want to burn all this anywhere near all those barns, especially a log house. I mean, you're asking for trouble. So had to haul everything up here, which takes some time, but making it work. Pine straw just about, so it is not going to burn the greatest in the world being as wet as it is, but it will be here in the pile for it to dry out and smolder through it. Alright, I'm going to go grab that tree at the edge of the woods and finish hauling the stuff up here in case it does rain later on. They're calling for another chance of storm, so just what we need. Well, that caught up relatively quick. Got the big stump in there and all that piled up. Grabbed a rake. Did good at grabbing that. I'm gonna go down there. You see the 220 way down there. It's kind of nice to have 2 machines. I can leave one up here to stack the fire up and leave the other one down there. Drive the truck back and forth. You can see that I gotta take down that tree behind the barn and then push all that brush over here. But I'm gonna go down there. There's like 3 or 4 loads left. Grab it and then haul it up here, and it'll be D6 time. Then I'll rake everything nice and clean with the Komatsu. And that is the last load from up here. I got one more of like fencing and stuff I gotta clean up. I'll do that tomorrow and run over this with the dozer, rake all this out, blade this stuff up. We're actually going to cut, there's like a little ridge right here. I'm gonna kind of go in there and just skim all this off, so there's not a hump here in the front of the house. Kind of fill some in down there and take the rest of the dirt to the backyard. But I got to blade over all this and get all this mess up. Probably a little bit of gravel here. May just kind of row it over here and towards that path down there. Use it for a base. So I'm gonna go dump this, stack that stuff up with the 350, go over there with the D6 and work on those other brush piles. Smoky, smoky. Let's get the D6 going here. Oh, we got some ashes on it. Come on. Fire in the hole. Good dozer. Good dozer. 350 will do on this tree right here. It's about half dead, and it's kind of right where the road's going to curve around. See if I can't just push the whole thing over without digging around it. Well, maybe. Machine would stay still. Timber! Now I'm going to see if I can just grab the whole tree and take it over to the burn pile. Would be pretty cool. Off here. Drag this thing. I can break it up once it gets over there. So I can pass these buildings. I can break the branches off once I get over there to the burn pile. Go this way a little bit, get away from that building. Out pretty doggone good. Just take the whole tree, bring it to the burn pile. Nothing like the right equipment for the job. Normally that would have been like a 20-25 minute ordeal with the 220 to dig around, break up, load, haul, or grab, track over here. Not with this. Pick the whole dang thing up, drag it. Well, maybe not pick it up, but at least drag it over here. Alright, I got a brush pile back here somewhere. Alright, well, I'm going to drag this over here and break it up. Put it in the fire, let it burn down, then I'll set the camera up outside and get a video of piling all that brush on the fire. got everything put into the pile and it's burning down good. I just parked the 350. I'm gonna finish out the day on the Komatsu dozer. I'm gonna go to the front yard up there and start root raking all that, pushing everything down here to kind of get a pile. That way I know how big of a hole I need to dig to bury everything. Alright, so I'm gonna rake everything up here into a pile. Stuff's pretty wet, so it's not raking up too good. But kind of skiv everything off the top and push it into a pile so I can load it out tomorrow with that one other load that I have. Just trying to get this cleaned up where I can take the rake off, start blading things over, and grate this off, scrape a little of that rock off, and then I can work on cutting some of this dirt down and hauling it around to areas where I need it. Got the front yard raked. Now I'm working here in the backyard, just trying to go over this and get all the big stuff kind of pushed up. And I'm really just pushing a lot of the mess up because I actually need a fair amount of dirt to level off the backyard. So if I just kind of skim up enough of this mess to bury. And that's a wrap for today. I'm gonna let that burn down. I'll restack it in the morning. I got probably a third of everything raked down there. Been a busy day today. I run all the machines here. The 220, 350, the dump truck, the D6 Komatsu dozer. Just been an eventful day today, but I got a lot done and should get everything raked and start digging a pit tomorrow. May work on that dirt in the front yard. I'll just kind of see what the weather does and go from there.